Hello, who are you and where are you from?
Jim Krysiak. I live here in Key West now for the past 2.5 years. Originally from the Mid-Atlantic states and by way of 22 years in Texas.
All right, and let's see, what do you do?
I'm retired.
What did you do?
I oversaw food and nutrition for a 19-hospital system in Houston, Texas for a while, and also traveled the country working with hospitals across the U.S.
Wow. Has the climate changed much since you were a kid?
It's hard to say. Really, since I've lived in many different areas, I grew up making snowmen and the likes in the Mid-Atlantic, and I don't do that down here. But it seems like it is getting warmer. The oceans are rising, and it's going to be a different time in the future.
So on an everyday basis, by the way, Mid-Atlantic, where are you talking?
Maryland,
Maryland and
for the most part, a little
anywhere
bit
near the
VA.
coasts?
Yeah, we lived outside of Baltimore.
All right. And we visited Baltimore on their way down. And on an everyday basis, do you think much about climate? Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most concerned. How concerned are you about climate?
Well, I live down here in Key West now, so every June to November, we think a whole lot about it. We've got our hurricanes that come through, and we always hope that we get missed. And, it seems like the water rises a little bit more each year with our king tides. So we've always got it in the back of our mind.
Wow. And given all this, should we be optimistic or pessimistic about the future? And if so, what can we do about it?
Well, I don't know exactly what we can do about it, but I do believe that over the course of the centuries upon eons of this earth, the climate has changed often. We've had ice ages and everything else along the way. So would we not expect it to change again in the future? Which direction it'll ultimately go? I think we have some input on that carbon footprint. If we can reduce that some, then we can obviously take care of things maybe to a greater extent than we do today. But at the end of the day, I think this world will always change. And we are just players in the middle of it.
Well, thank you very much on this Valentine's Day, the 14th of February here in Key West. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.